Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. We're so excited. The coffee shop I just had a tour of it. They're working hard on it.
Oh, that's what happened to you. We're like, what? She only went to her car to get her computer.
Come in and see. So I checked her out. They're doing some epoxy tables that have tea in one and coffee beans in the other. It's
interesting.
Cool. And she said there's one guy who works at nighttime just kind of for security. So, I don't know. They're making great progress. So, hopefully in the next few months, everything will work out and they are going to be a nice new addition to the boutique. So you can drop your husbands off and get their hair cut, not by the Lexus guy. Get a coffee and come shop at Knitique all in one spot. I know.
Join Zoom next week. There's a story there.
There's a story. A story.
There was something we were supposed to remind you to tell us a story about, and we forgot all about it.
I don't know. I don't know. If there was something you guys need a story, just remind me. I can't remember all the time what my stories are. So we're gonna jump right in. We actually have a lot to talk about today, so I'm super excited. But yeah, I'm really excited at the coffee shop because I know it's a lot of work. She's been doing it for months now. 5 months? I think 5 months.
At least.
I think it was August. Who knows?
Well, that's more than 5 months then.
Yeah, it's been a while. But she's a trooper, let me tell you. This gal works hard and has hardworking people. All right, we're going to talk about our grand prize. This is Fuschia Meadows, the scarf version, using 2 skeins of Noro Malvinus. We have color number 20, which is a black, and
13, which is like speaking of coffee, cafe au lait color.
Ooh. Thank you, Lisa. Happy Knitique Friday. We have a short week, because we had Tuesday off.
Throwing me off so much all week. I don't know what day. Yesterday I thought it was Tuesday. I don't know what's going on anymore.
But I'm grateful. I'm still recovering.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm still tired.
The barometric pressure makes it hard for me to sleep too. Like, it makes me hot. So I get night sweats when it's stormy. Mm. So I'm not really sleeping great this week.
Hey, I mean, this is totally off topic, but you know how you were getting hot flashes?
Uh-huh.
It's normal for women. I did this whole thing. From 45 to 55 is when menopause hits, and perimenopause is 10 years before that. So you're right. You know, people.
I'm right on schedule.
You're right on schedule.
Oh, good.
We are going to be doing this prize on what day?
Friday, March 17th. St. Patty's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. I know. I wanted to do my nails for St. Patrick's Day, but I'm like, oh, maybe not. Oh my God, that's right. Heather Bartlemus, thank you for that
reminder. That lovely reminder.
Saturday. Oh, that's today. We're going to get an hour. I'm going to sleep until like 11 or something. All right.
Go to bed an hour early to make up for it.
Our ink's off.
Yeah, I think the blue cartridge is going, because yesterday there was a weird green streak on the...
Of course.
Never again with the off-brand toner.
No. All right, we have one of our patterns, Therma. It is made out of a sport weight, DK weight yarn. We have paired Ultra Soft Concept Katya Ultra Soft, which is a cotton blend, and nice in this pretty little black. Yeah, it is 100% cotton. And what size can they get? The medium.
So you should be able to easily get the small, maybe a little bit shorter, or the medium, because I know we did not use the full skein on this one.
We did not. That was before we were using the full skein. But you will run out of yarn, so pay attention so that you end up on the right spot. If you have a skein of merino cloud languishing in your stash, not knowing what you can do with it, this is a perfect yarn. It would also work if you had Smooshy Cashmere, something on the sport weight, you know, fingering sport weight. This will work. It's knit up on a size 7 needle. After blocking, we got about 18 stitches over 4 inches. I just really liked this one. This was pretty. I'd love to see it in Merino Cloud Electric Slide. Because I think it just would flow really, really nicely.
I do have a skein of electric slide in my stash that hasn't decided what it wants to be yet.
See?
And some beaded silken sequins.
Hello, Chris Lapisto. Maybe we'll be seeing you later. I love this. Maria is getting groceries in the rain. Nancy's had groceries delivered. I've never delivered groceries. Here's what I've
done it before.
Because it's only me now in the house, and I don't eat a lot of, like, I don't cook for myself very much. I eat quick stuff. Like, I'll have salads and stuff. I hardly spend any money on groceries.
I've done a delivery before when, like, Walmart Plus had, like, a free trial thing. So I'm like, okay, let's have, you know, my groceries show up at my door. Let's see what happens.
All right. It sounds fun. All right. How do you get entered in the drawing for this amazing prize? Every time you react to the video, right over here, you're going to get 1 entry for every reaction. That is for the entire video. If you comment on the video, you're going to get 5 entries for every comment. And if you share now, share to your stories, and then just pop right in, share to my friends, share to my stories. Ooh, my fingernails are at a perfect length. And let's see. Oh, Nancy, you guys aren't feeling well.
Oh, no, not again.
That is a bummer. Stacy, you do Safeway grocery delivery? I always think I want to do that. I want to do something like that. All right. So we have the prize is based off of yesterday's fantastic video. I don't remember what we talked about yesterday, but I'm sure it was exciting.
What was yesterday?
I don't know.
Oh, that new cotton yarn with the cute side-to-side top.
That side-to-side. I think for people who have machines, you could do that on the machine.
The Intarsia?
Yeah, there's an Intarsia carriage that you can do pretty easily. And it's only moving
Still haven't played with that.
It's only moving over 1 stitch.
Yeah. I still haven't played with that.
I don't know. We'd have to figure that out. But, all right. Let's see who's going to be the winner of Therma.
Oh, Darla Mills. Congratulations.
All right, Darla. Woo, woo.
So you're local-ish. So depending on your mood, the weather, etc., you may decide to stop by the boutique to pick up your prize in person. Then all you have to do is when you come in, say, I have a prize in the cabinet. Can I have it, please? And we'll pull it out for you. If you're opting for the not local option of placing an order, all you have to do is put in the notes that you have a prize, and we'll pull it out, add it to your pretty pink package, and send it on its way. Which I have to schlep a big pile of packages over to UPS this afternoon. You guys have been prolific.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I wanted to, you know how like there's the Flat Stanley? Everyone knows what Flat Stanley is, correct? You know what I'm going to say.
What's Flat Stanley?
Flat Stanley is a thing that school kids did for a while, and they would take pictures of Flat Stanley in the wild, and some of these parents were amazing. Their parents would go on a trip, so the grandparents would take Flat Stanley, and Flat Stanley would have his photo in front of the Eiffel Tower, like all these crazy places, right? I want the Knitique pink bags in the wild. Please send me photos of those because I am loving my reels on Facebook, and I just want to do that. I just think it's so much fun. So for those of you who have got your bags, just think about taking pictures of Knitique in the wild. Think of Flat Stanley.
Have your spouse take a selfie of you in line in the grocery store.
I'm bringing one on my trip, so I will kick it off that Knitique bag is coming with me to Europe.
That's funny.
So Oh my gosh, see? Marcia did a flat of her cat, and she takes it when she goes on trips.
That's hilarious.
I mean, any grandma would know about Flat Stanley. I mean, I thought it was...
My school didn't do Flat Stanley, so...
It was after your time. You're too old for that. I mean, you are in your mid
I'm old now.
30s. You're cresting.
I mean, when I was in high school, a 4th grader told me I was old, so I'm ancient now.
Yeah. No. Yeah, see? Sometimes we're on fire. Okay, so...
I know who Pete the Cat is.
Who?
Pete the Cat.
I don't know who that is.
It's another
This is between...
school book thing.
Oh, school library book. Flat Stanley is a school library book? That's right, old bag Anna. Once Anna turns 40, she can't call herself a little girl anymore. She's a woman.
I don't think I called myself a little girl in a while.
Right? But
Darla said if I'm ancient, she's dust.
Aged well, you guys, seriously, no one would believe Anna is not in her 20s. Because you look like you're in your 20s.
True story, when I was in college, I was in a Winco parking lot driving down the aisle with my windows down, and the guy coming the other way kind of slowed way down next to me and yelled across the aisle at me, "Are you even old enough to drive?" And at that point, I was a little bit of a brat, so I said, "No, you should probably call the cops," and kept going.
Oh, right. That's funny.
Because I'm like... Really, I don't even have a polite response for you, mister.
No response to that. Okay, we kind of have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So, do you guys want, I don't even know where to start because I have a montage of things to talk about today.
Maybe the snack.
All right. We had these, how many years ago? A couple years ago? And I have been... so many requests to get them back in. These, if you guys didn't know, Everly's getting one of these for her Easter basket. They're made in the United States. They are a candy kebab, and it is stacked gummies. Perfectly for the holidays.
There is the adorable painted egg.
And we have this cute little chick.
With their pretty pink flower. There's a polka dotted egg.
Mm-hmm. And there is an Easter bunny. So those are available on the website or in store. We'll sell out. I mean, last time we just barely showed people.
Yeah.
And people were buying 6 of them.
Well, we hadn't even showed them yet. Susan was just getting them in the computer, and somebody yesterday was like, I need 6 of those.
Yeah, so cute. So that is just a little sweet something to add or give to the special person in your life. It doesn't have to be a kid. Adults like gummies too.
It can be you.
That's right. All right. And Susan is going to link that. Melanie is on the line. You guys know she's in Krakow.
What time is it there right now?
Tonight. I'm going to say, are you 10 hours ahead?
I'm like, I figure she'll just tell me what time it is because she's there.
All right, so we've got that. But I think she's probably like 10 hours ahead. 10 or 11. All right, so next in the lineup of quickies, we have our reorder of Dream and Color Pop-Up Club, the planned pooling for February 2023. You guys did. Hi, Everly. I wish we could, like, bring them in. You know what I mean?
Right. I know there's a way to do that if they are set up the right way, but I don't know how.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Hi, Everly. May loves you. All right, so Pop-Up Club 2023, February. Do you want to talk about the color?
Yeah, this is
Besides
the color.
Hot like tamales.
This is the color that Susan and I nicknamed pickle shoes because the background is like mermaid shoes with all those pretty like deep watercolors. And then the electric lime green is basically pickleball in that little pooling section. So you can use this for one of the planned pooling or assigned pooling style patterns in fingering weight yarn.
Yep, and Susan has pinned the comment. We only have a few left. 3, 6, 8. 8 skeins left. Anyone who's special ordered, we've already pulled it. Things are shipping, or it's going to be in the store. How you access it? Click right here, and then there's going to be lots of choices. So this was, it says pre-order, but we do have
forgot to take it off
right now. No problem. And it's kind of part of the pop-up club, and so many ideas. If you didn't know, and this is, I would love to see this knit out of it.
I do think that would be gorgeous.
This is one of our patterns. Susan created this loveliness. It is a 1 skein wonder. I don't even know what the name is. Fuchsia
Tangerine
something.
Twilight.
Oh, we need tags. Tangerine Twilight is the name of this one. There were too many new patterns all at once. So, you guys.
I'm like, trust me, I know.
So we've got, that was one. You could do this one, Cobalt something.
Cobalt Comet.
This is Anna's.
If you're a cowboy cowl wearer, that is the perfect pattern.
We sold a lot of these. Bollywood. Violet Fields.
Or Field of Violets. I think the pattern is Field of Violets and the yarn is Violet Fields. It's very confusing.
Keep going.
She's bringing us tags.
I was like, oh God, what are the names of them? All right, so that is just examples of some of the things that you can do with these patterns. If you aren't sure, go to our YouTube channel and look up planned pooling. You'll see an entire video with examples of what you can do with that. Linda, I'm excited about you taking the class. I am teaching a class on Tangerine Twilight coming up. But I do love this variation. I do. It's mermaid shoes with
pickleball.
With pickleball.
Thus, pickle shoes.
Pickle shoes.
So if you pre-ordered this, if you were having it shipped, it's in a package, either waiting for UPS or out the door already.
You want to show them
the pile?
Our pile of packages?
If you did local pickup, your yarn is here. I think I just have 2 of you to call. Everyone else was an online order, so you've been sent your ready for pickup email.
Heather Bartlemus, we don't anticipate doing a bundle on Ravelry for that one because we're not sure how many designs we'll actually be doing. So if we know in advance, then we're good to go. But if we do not, we cannot do that one. All right, next in the lineup, you guys are going to get to see, these are exclusives that were at the show, and I didn't get to showcase them before because I didn't know they were coming. They were a surprise from Veronica of Dream and Color. I'm in love with this one. So this is Cosette as a planned pooling. It is called Pink Latte is the color. I'm going to pull the tag off. I'm going to let Anna talk about this, but this is Cosette, which is the DK weight variation of Dream and Color, part of the Lex collection because it is a 70% superwash merino, 20% cashmere, 10% nylon, and there is limited quantity. We sold 2 sweaters worth in the last 2 days.
And don't let this little single ply strand here freak you out. That is just the yarn tie. That is not part of the yarn. It is all this beautiful, smooth, twisted goodness. It's kind of a cream base with little highlights of caramel and taupe. this pretty soft pewter gray. And then for your pooling splash, you have this gorgeous fuchsia pink that's pretty close to our pink.
It is. And you know what? People were asking me, can you just knit the plain pooling like a regular yarn? Yes. You absolutely do not need to do anything special.
You can literally just do a stockinette stitch, anything.
Heather Bartlemus, I would get 3 skeins for a pooling shawl pattern. There's 270 yards. Let me see. We'll let Susan, maybe she can do some looking on Ravelry real quick.
Yeah, it's like it just depends on the project that you want to do with it. Like a cowl, 1 skein, a sweater,
more.
Depends on the size.
Yeah.
So I can't really just give you a flat number. Oh, it's because that's stuck in there. And there's like 2 versions of planned pooling. Some you actually like gauge swatch to make your colors line up a certain way, and then some are, I think, like our patterns are more fun, are more the assigned pooling technique, where you pick a color in your skein, which is the splash, and you basically assign that is what gets the unique stitch in your project.
You can do any of our patterns. Like you could easily do
I think Oncidium would be fun. Even though the little twists wouldn't necessarily always land.
I mean, I think
in the color,
Twilight would be great. Using 2 skeins of Cosette, and this bump up your needle size. Instead of a 6, do an 8. That would be really pretty. And would give you a little bit more weighty of a wrap. And it'll end up being a little bit bigger. So you could do that on any of our patterns also. Link in a moment. All right, I like it.
like incoming.
Oh, I love that. Melanie gave her Ukrainian friends ribbon candy cowls. Can you answer Heather's question?
Yeah, it's under the assigned pooling Smooshy Dream and Color, I think.
I believe so too.
I'm like, I think that's what Susan was working on a link for, but I'm not sure.
It's right there, isn't that it? Assigned pooling.
No, that's the Pop-Up Club one.
Pop-up. Okay, hold on. All right, and next in the limited editions for Knitique, this gorgeousness. This is Savvy. Again, we didn't know about it, but the name of this color is Pink Truffle. I think it's gorgeous, and I will give you guys some ideas of what to do with Savvy.
It's kind of the same color palette as Pink Latte with the creams and the caramels, but it's a little more charcoal gray, it's a little darker, and then you've got the fuchsia and then like a cranberry speckle on this one. So this one is a speckle, not a pooling.
There's some really pretty patterns to do out of this. Here's
Oh, that's cute.
This is the Vernal Wings beanie. This would be beautiful. 1 skein is all you need.
That would be beautiful.
I really like that one.
That stitch looks fun to do too, which, you know, is half the point of knitting.
That looks like Milky Spike.
Yeah, I was going to say, and the other one looks like Malabrigo.
Yeah.
Rosalinda.
Another one, Sidewinder. Really fun hat pattern.
Oh yes, this yarn is very soft and squishy.
It is a super bulky single ply, 130 yards per skein, and it is a super wash merino. This would be fun. Look at little cloud slippers.
Oh, I've done that pattern. Fast and easy.
That'd be fun, especially because you need slippers, I'm going to say, for the next couple of months.
Especially for people who live not here.
If you're looking for a little cowboy cowl, here's one skein. On a size 13 needle, you can do, I think this is actually a cowl that they bent to make it look like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's a cowboy cowl. I think she just smooshed it that way.
Yeah. It's still super cute, though.
This colorway is called Pink Truffle.
I'm trying to see some other. Ooh, look at this one.
Ooh, that looks fun to do.
I love this pattern.
It's like herringbone.
Mm-hmm. And then they have the twist. That's really cute.
And that's so easy to do. You guys, you literally knit a rectangle and it's all in how you stitch the ends together.
Mm-hmm.
We have an on-demand class for that because it's basically a magic trick.
Yep, and look at this one, size baby, child, teen, and adult. A size 17 and a 35 needle. Whoa.
Ooh, check that box. Because they should all have it available.
More. What one speaks to you, Anna?
This one.
Saratoga beanie.
I like the lines on it.
Mm-hmm. This is what I really like. It goes to the top.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Pretty. I would wear, I mean, this is a color because of the hot pinks. I would wear that.
That's like almost don't put a palm on it because of how pretty it is. I'd probably still put a palm on it, though.
Maybe I need to do a class out of that. They must have different sizes because look at
oh, yeah.
6, 7.
They're doing like Jenny Noto and doing the whole like size range.
Beautiful reversible beanie. Oh, let's see.
It almost looks like brioche-ish, but maybe it's like a fisherman's rib, like a knit below.
Mm-hmm. That'd be fun. Who wants a class in that? That'd be a fun little 1-hour class.
You should whip out the sample this weekend.
I know, out of this color, because I'm loving this color.
Because you haven't knit 300 hats in the last month. You need to knit one more.
I still have to finish that one.
Oh, the new blue.
Mm-hmm.
Of the beautiful whispery hat kits.
Pink truffle. All right, we'll put that on the calendar. That would be a fun little one, a quickie class. I love quick little 1 hours.
And you definitely have a little time to knit it because our next slots for classes are in April. I think I have 2 classes in April already.
Woo! Look at us. All right. That is it on the, I don't even know what to call it.
Exclusives? Limited edition exclusives.
So what we're really here to talk about today is a brand new yarn that is here at Knitique for a limited time. It did come to the show. It is a planned pooling. We sold it like crazy because it's not a yarn that we would normally have in the store. And I love it. We have fallen in love with it. This is Dreamin' Colors Riley. Of course, I showed you my favorite color first. This is called Stormberry Color 940. So I'm gonna let Anna talk about the color and then I'll talk a little bit about Riley.
So this has a beautiful silver and pewter gray tonal background. And then your pooling splash is this beautiful, vibrant pink. I would say this is Liberation.
Yeah, I would agree.
Which is like a hot fuchsia because it's got that hot pink vibe going on, but a little deeper color than you would traditionally see as a hot pink.
And just to talk a little bit about Riley, while Susan drops the link, Riley is a single-ply merino wool. It is 100% super washable merino wool, 220 yards in a skein. It's ultra soft, squishable. It is perfect choice for next to the skin project. Although it is made out of a superwash wool, we recommend hand washing due to its single ply construction. It does help with pilling with single plies, but it's so easy, you guys. You're just gonna put it in a bowl with a little bit of soak it for 15 minutes, drain out the water, roll it in a towel, and then lay it flat under a fan to get it to dry all the way. Jenny Noto did some amazing patterns out of this. That is perfect. What I'm wearing today, this will be a new pattern to Knitique. Karen's first official pattern. So I'll show you guys this. This is a one skein wonder that Karen whipped out. I think it's super cute.
It is on Anna's list to work on next week for you guys.
So it is a boomerang-ish. Well, I said boomerang.
It's boomerang-ish because she increased on one edge, but she didn't do the decrease at all. So that's where the ish comes in.
This will be fun to. I'm glad you have notes.
Currently the pattern is on a Post-it. We're in that stage. So you guys do not expect the pattern today.
It'll be
next week.
Next week. So this is a one skein of Riley knit on a bigger needle, so you really get some beautiful stitch definition. This color is super hot. It was one of the ones that we sold the most of. Tiger Falls, colored 949.
So you can see this is an example of you don't have to knit the pooling yarn as a pooling project. This, she just let the colors fall how they fell and enjoyed this rhythmic, easy stitch pattern on this gorgeous color of tropical blues and emerald greens with that gorgeous splash of like a deep sunflower.
I just think it's so pretty.
Like this is like dried sunflower petals. It's that darker color.
It almost looks like turquoise. You know how sometimes you get like the gold mixed in it? But it looks amazing on Karen. I mean, I'm in love with, of course, that other color. But you guys see, even though it's a one skein wonder, we've made it so that it doesn't come off. Because with two skeins, you can make it bigger. But to kind of hold it in place, I'm using our scarf cuffs. You guys know we sold a ton of these at the trade show.
Roxanne, I think you need to get your hearing checked, love. She definitely said falls.
Oh. Yeah. Tiger balls. I don't think so. I just think you're right, Maria. It's like watercolors. The way that they flow from one to the next. And I have actually been to Dream in Color for a day dyeing. And dyeing meant we just watched them.
That sounds so fun.
I just want to watch them. And it was hot as hell because, you know, they're in the desert. But so beautiful. I just think it's so pretty. So that's two of the colors. I'll put them right here because we have quite a few. This one has been super popular. This is called Tuscan Sand.
It's like neutral-ish. It's got that beautiful deep gold and then kind of an olive, almost that kind of the patina kind of green tone to it. And then the pooling, instead of being a deeper color, is this soft cafe au lait tan. So you're getting a little highlight for your color. Tuscan Sand.
All right, here's if you want to do some plan pooling, here is.
I just love the name on this one.
This is some of Jenny Noto's new patterns. They just came out last month. This is Puffapod mittens, all designed out of Riley. And I like seeing, okay, so even here, this is what I say, in the ribbing, just treat it like normal.
Yeah, don't do your pooling and your stitch and your ribbing just in the stockinette portion.
But here's a really good picture of that. right there. It's so pretty just like that. That's what I'm saying. You don't even have to do anything with it. Just treat it like normal. We've got this one, splinched beanie and cowl. I don't know. What does that mean? What reference is that? Splinched.
You'd have to go look at her description because she usually tells you what her reference is. Oh, she didn't this time. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that. Does anyone know what splinched is?
Because she does a lot of Harry Potter references.
This is like what we did. It looks like Knit One Purl One. No, it's something else. I don't know.
I don't know. Because there looks like there's a Knit Two Together in there. Maybe it's Knit Two Together Make One?
Oh, yeah. That could be it, too.
Because I'm like, I don't see a yarn over. It's not a yarn over.
Here is, I like this one. This is Puffapod Beanie and Cowl. So in this one pattern, you're going to get a hat and a cowl, and then you have mittens. She does have an ebook that $14.99. You get 5 patterns. That's $3 a pattern. And her patterns, like this one, has 2 patterns. I do think, because Veronica and I were like, what's the difference between planned pooling and assigned pooling? I'm going to tell, I like it rolls off your tongue better, planned pooling. So we were talking about that.
Yeah, I know planned pooling is the one where you like basically swatch and you figure out how many stitches this color does versus how many stitches this color does. And then depending on how you cast on, you can create plaids or have this all at one edge of the fabric. Whereas assigned pooling is this color gets a special stitch.
One of the things that I like that Jenny writes is you don't have to worry about things stacking on top of each other. There's no hard or fast rule. What we did is if things started to stack, we just knit through one colorway.
Yeah, like you skip doing the special stitch on that color one time.
We have it,
and it doesn't even stand out. It's like, okay, excuse me while I try to find one.
Here's one right here. We knit through it right here, here. I mean, Susan did a great job. Sometimes Susan did like these wraps. She only did a couple of them. Here's one, a little bit.
Yeah, like she cut it short if it was gonna stack.
That's a good one. But it's so beautiful just like that. You can't even really see the difference of it. All right, we've got more colors. Love this one, Pink Pop 943.
This one has that beautiful, deep, rich, kind of vermilion red pink. It's got just a little bit of a cherry tone to it. And then soft kind of blush and rose pinks in the pooling color.
For the more neutral-ish with a pop, I love this one. This is Flash Bulb.
Which this one is kind of a hard to describe color because it's got these soft kind of sagey greens with almost like a pink mauve highlight to it. I don't even know how they did that without getting weird colors. Because how did you put pink on top of olive and not make a mess?
It's amazing.
And then like neon coral for your color splash.
Hi, Joyce. I love all this.
That is Flash Bulb.
I think this would be good if you were giving it to someone or for yourself, like you're walking outside. And
like
you need
just
a little
enough
bit
neon.
Of bright. All right, next in the lineup, this is the #1 selling color at Stitches. This is Big Bang, which is what we did ours out of.
It's funny, in the thicker yarn, the color comes out with, like you can see more purple in the background color. So it's that hot pink and violet. Like you can see a little bit of violet in this one, but not as much. And then your pooling color is that gorgeous kind of tangerine orange.
Hi, Nancy.
So that is Big Bang, and that is the difference between dyeing it on a single-ply worsted weight and a fingering weight.
All right, for people who like orange a little bit more than pink,
This is like the
gorgeous.
reverse.
Yes. This is Tip Top Tangerine. Isn't that gorgeous?
So this has that gorgeous citrus orange background with this splash of hot pink.
All right. We have the ever popular Bollywood,
which is that gorgeous, like, dark chocolate background with the splash of turquoise. Has little kind of mint green highlights in the turquoise.
We have this gorgeous Violet Fields,
which is kind of olive and golden greens with that splash of a pretty, almost periwinkle blue violet. It's like a dark periwinkle. That's what I'm going to go with.
This. For that special outdoor man in your life, we have Riley in Misty Pines,
which has more like forest greens and olive greens, and then this splash of a cool silver. I actually really like that one.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least in Riley, we have colored 941 Gold Record Blues,
which is this really deep, like, French navy background with a splash of, like, a slightly olive golden yellow.
Let's see. Let's look up some other, because as I said, you don't have to do it as a planned pooling. You can just do it as a regular yarn. So I'm going to look up, because I know we have knit and crocheters, so I'm going to do both. Let's do crochet first, and let's find some One Skein Wonders, because I always love to look that way first. So we're going to sort it by 150 to 300 yards. We're going to look at what's hot right now. And there's some really fun items in here. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I love the dog sweater. Okay, this is fun.
Oh, that's a fun stitch.
Showtime hat. It's knit on a G hook, and it's a free pattern. I love this.
And that's just post stitches, which are very easy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I love this because it mimics a knit one. This is the Easy Everyday Beanie. It looks like a rib hat.
And that's really easy. I can tell by looking at it, it's different stitches, like the same stitch every so many stitches, and it's worked sideways.
Sideways this way. So cute on though. I mean, look at this cute girl. And different sizes.
Can make hats for the whole family.
I really like this.
Pebblebrook beanie. Kathy, I would be happy to help you up your crochet game. Since you're local, you could come to my Saturday All Skills class, and we'll work on it together.
Let's pick one more crochet pattern. I'm going to do this one.
The name.
Cold Digger. 200 yards on a size H hook. Look at this fun little scarf. I like that there's a little V on the back.
It's like a crochet, well, it's Tunisian crochet,
yeah.
But it looks like a crochet version of the Sophie scarf in the shape.
It must be, because look at February 2023. Cute, cute. Okay, one more because that's adorable. Look at that.
Seamless ear flap
I
hat.
love the ear flaps. I love the braids right there. All right, so now let's go back and we'll look at knitting patterns. All you got to do is unclick, crochet, put knitting, and these are between 150 and 300 yards. Not everything's going to work because there's color work mixed in, but you could do a smaller size of flax. That's why this is here, even though the picture is on an adult. Oh, I think 2x2, this is one of my favorite hat patterns. I think Rye, the tin can knit sock pattern, would be so cute. I like this one too. The February hat, just using different stitches. One of the things we were talking about, because we do a lot of the tags, if you're doing children's wear, the tag should not be one of the
buttons.
The buttons. It needs to be a sewn on for safety.
So you get these style with the little holes and sew them on versus the little button stud, because they're pretty adept with their little fingers.
Yeah,
and the last thing you need is them popping that off and stuffing it in their mouth.
Everly at a young age had great fine motor skills. Her pincher was
the darn
super
Sharpie.
Good. She could get into it. She's still like that and likes to pour out things. Okay, how cute would these be in a little baby sweater? This is one of my favorites.
Oh, in threes would be adorable.
And the largest size, which is a 5, only takes 375 yards. So the largest size only takes 2 of these.
Because this yarn is 220 yards per skein.
All right, we're going to talk about what we're wearing because I've got class today. So you guys know I'm wearing soon to be coming.
Coming soon by Karen.
First pattern. I love it. So this is made with 1 skein of Riley. What you can do is in the notes, write that you're interested in the pattern, and when it's done, we'll send you a message. Oh, look at these are all backwards. I didn't even realize that.
I did that on purpose because I was putting that to where you could see all of them.
Okay. Thank you. I was like, I thought I did it the other way.
You did.
And Susan, Anna is wearing a beautiful Casa Pinka design. FYI, I've seen the start of LYS Day 2023. It's beautiful.
This was one of the ones she did during COVID. This is Hug Shot. This was one to, help alleviate the boredom at home.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got slip stitches that are more woven looking, and then little transitional slip stitches, some garter and stockinette stripes, and then at the end, one little repeat of feather and fan, and then this reverse seed stitch, reverse woven pattern, and then seed stitch border at the end.
Isn't that gorgeous? That is 2 skeins of a fingering weight yarn. All right.
And then here comes
the designer of the day.
The newest Knitique designer. She's like, don't give me that title.
This is called Misunderstood. And it's just a long bandana kind of a thing. And this was done out of original charcoal prismatic, I think. Right?
I think that's our charcoal prismatic because that's the darker one.
Yep.
So that's the Knitique exclusive charcoal prismatic.
So
easy peasy pattern.
Beautiful.
yeah. I thought so. This is the beginning of my birthday week, just so you know. It is my birthday.
Happy birthday week.
Happy birthday.
I don't have.
What do you do for your birthday week?
I don't know.
Oh,
Tell
you-
people.
okay.
Just tell people it's her birthday.
Celebrate.
That's right. Is it a big birthday or no?
I'll be 54.
Oh, that's not bad.
Almost.
You're
Just
just
playing with a full deck and 2 jokers.
Oh, I like it. I like it. All
I feel like Susan and I are the jokers.
Yeah. Hello. That is going to be it, my friends. We will see you on Tuesday for our next Live in the Boutique. Riley will be in the store for, I'm going to say the rest of March, but it is not going to be available as a reorder. We're just doing it for the trade show because we have so much worsted weight, Riley, treatment color in stock. So this is a limited edition single ply, and we cannot wait to see what you knit with it. We will see everyone soon. Have an amazing Saturday. Stay safe, stay dry, and we can't wait to see you next time. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.